All right, and we're live. Just got through doing insanity. What's going on? What's happening? If I sound out of breath, um, bear with me. Um, look, whew, uh, masculine men are not red pillars. Good evening, grand rising, good afternoon, and good night. Appreciate y'all checking in real quick. Not gonna make this too long. Masculine men, like the title I'm using, masculine men, is to describe Sigma type of males that aren't really like red pill, man. Like, don't conflate the two. Like, men's self improvement, masculine men. That's the title I'm using for it because the algorithm ain't really letting me use that men's self improvement. But that's what I'm meaning when I'm saying like masculine men is men that are consistently working on themselves to become the greatest version of themselves. That go to God, and we don't compete with each other. We work together. We have different skills. We, you know what I'm saying, figure out who has the best skills or whatever case may be, and move forward. But what we don't do is compete with each other. Now, a lot of women dropping these comments in my comment section talking about calling me red pill and red pill podcaster. And like, don't just be assuming stuff like that. And when you do that, you possibly get me flagged and stuff as well. Okay. None of these red pillars consider me to be red pill, and I don't consider myself to be that either. See, they're two different groups, and we really don't like each other. So that's what I'm trying to tell you. Like, don't conflate me with that, right? Don't. I've spent plenty of time watching those dudes, and I don't know how red pill guys are in real life, but these internet clowns, there's dudes older than me that consistently get triggered, and they're always going back and forth. They're always watching each other's content. They're always going back and forth with their own individual ideologies. They don't know how to come together for anything. They seem like a bunch of very insecure people. Now, I say this because any man that needs to compare himself to another man to push himself forward is a weak male. Let me repeat to all you alpha dudes out there, because most of all of y'all are like this. Any man that needs another man to motivate him, i.e., competition, you need him to motivate you through competition. You need him to motivate you through secret competition. All this kind of stuff makes you a male. Allow me to explain. You're weak, and you would never probably serve in a military. If you did serve in the military, you were a good old boy and you went all completely by the orders and you didn't do nothing out the way. You didn't look out for nobody because you're a follower. You need other males to compete with. Okay? When you are a self improvement type guy, a masculine man, you just go to God. You only compete with old versions of yourself. You males are so freaking weak that you have to compete. I'm talking to you red pillar dudes online. You have to secretly compete and compete with other men. You dudes are older than me, and you will be competing with males. You will be throwing slick shade towards my direction. You're old as hell, dude. Y'all are getting on steroids. You're so insecure, man. You're so insecure. Like, every time I hear these dudes talk, they're just talking through insecurity. Everything is insecure. Red pill dudes are the reason why women think that you got to be over 6 foot, because they're the idiots that keep repeating it. They're the idiots that keep repeating it. They claim that they want women to date most men, but whenever you listen to these red pill clowns, they're literally talking about the top 1% to the women, and they're not really trying to get the women to be more open minded to all men. These red pill guys have made a little bit of money. Now they're in a certain tax bracket. They're definitely mostly unattractive dudes. So they use their money. So if you're an attractive guy like me, naturally attractive, they're going to try to label you as like a pookie or something goofy because your money ain't where theirs is. Now, mind you, these guys will get with ex OF models. These guys get with these guys get with the most floozy women you could ever freaking see, and then be talking about their red pill. No, you're taking whatever you can get, whatever scraps is left over from handsome men like me who don't need money or whatever. We just improve ourselves, and our energy brings women to us. Y'all need things around you and people around you. These will be the same people telling you need a network of people. Let me tell you something. When you hear people saying stuff like that, it sounds nice, right? And it would be great, but most people aren't moving like that. A lot of people don't want to see you win. And if you're going to rock with them, you have to take a knee. Do you know what that means? You're going to have to take a knee and let it be known that he carried you to where you are whenever he feels like letting the world know. Well, if it wasn't for me, he wouldn't. Da, 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 da. If I didn't lend my hand, he wouldn't. Da, 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 da. So most people are not going to work with you. And you consistently hear red pill guys saying, you want to be in a network. You want to know why they want to be in a network? Because they need to have other dogs around them. These are alley dogs. They need they need a gang of dogs, and they got to feel safe. See, it really breaks down to strong and weak people. And when you understand how to pay attention to when weak people speak, they're loud. They will try to frame being a coward and needing a group of people as if it's a tough, strong thing. You can't rock by yourself. So now you have to try to make it seem like the smarter thing to do is rock with a bunch of people you barely know. You don't know if they have any hidden agendas, and to kiss ass to get where you need to be. I don't like to look at myself in the mirror doing stuff like that. So I know that there are two different kinds of people, and these red pill dudes all talk the same. It's all ego. I got some money now. If you want to believe anything, most of those red pill guys are the revenge of the nerd dudes. These are not the guys that have been getting women all their life. Bro, you listen, the fact that women acknowledge me the way they do, and these red pill guys are starting to try to speak like me, calm down, trying to be more moderate, monotone, instead of yelling and screaming and trying to, because they believe that a certain dominance was being loud and seeming that's not the only way you can be a dominant male. Until they see me doing it, now they're all of a sudden, listen, there's a difference. Don't call me a red pillar. Okay. If you're a woman and you watch my content, don't leave those. I do kind of get triggered by that. Don't call me a red pillar. I don't have a lot of respect for those dudes. Those dudes take pop shots towards me for no reason. And other guys like me, other Sigma males, you'll hear a 55, 60-year-old red pill guy going in about Sigma males, throwing shade. What are you doing that for, Grandpa? What purpose do you need to throw shade towards another group of men that are doing things a different kind of way? They're insecure. They're the most insecure males I've ever seen in my life, consolidated in one group. Do not put me in the same category as those. I'm trying to get men to improve, to go to God and not compete with other men. They're telling men to compete with other men, either letting the guy know or secretly. Find a role model and then start being like them. Or what if they find a role model of a guy that's on his way up and they start imitating me and I'm still working my way up? They give bad advice. They're horrible content creators. They've been on here talking this dating coach stuff for 8, 9 years and there's no change. They're just milking it, you know what I mean? With their goofy behind common sense courses that you can get from any man that's had a father in his life. I could literally make better courses than them. You know what I'm saying? I just wouldn't do nothing like that. I'm gonna give you guys the game for free because it's supposed to be. You're out here, you're scammers, you're swindlers, charlatans. You just talk. You study. What you really do is you're a bunch of nerds and you study other people, you study other stuff. All these people you see online for the most part, and a lot of the reasons why they don't like me and other guys like me, they're actors. I don't figure they're just actors. That's why they do all that bravado stuff and they try to come off all tough and they click up with other guys that they think they look tough online. And there's actors. Where's actors, man? They never been that guy in real life. They never have. That's why they got to go online and portray themselves as this superhero image of what they believe to be this masculine man who's really super insecure, who needs other men to motivate him to keep going. He might even have one or two males he looks up to that he competes with on a regular basis. Why don't you just skip the middleman and just get yourself a boyfriend? I'm confused. I'm really confused. So if you have to look up to a man to motivate you to be a better man, then you might as well get yourself a boyfriend. I don't know how y'all are able to label it in the way to where no one thinks that it's sus behavior with the way y'all move. These are the same guys that talk about other men's physiques and bodies and comparing their bodies to other men. What you've done is you've got this DL coded language, and it's I'm just not for it, man. I'm not for it. These same red pill dudes watch my content, secretly compete. Some of these dudes probably go to my TikTok and watch me working out. Don't looking at my body, weird stuff, man. They compare themselves to each other all the time. They even make weird videos talking about each other's bodies. Oh yeah, this guy, my friend right here, his body's in such great. The hell are you talking about? What are you talking about? Is it gotten so bad where men need to go to other men to get the validation that you should be trying to get from women? And if you can't get it from a woman, you don't need it from nobody. Hey, listen, don't come around me with all that bro stuff. And I told y'all before, don't pop up on my TikTok when I'm working out. And there you a whole grown man. You see me working out. I'm wearing no shirt. I got R&B and country in the background and ambient lighting. And you're going to pop up in there. Listen, I'm going to tell you something. Y'all think that stuff is normal, and it's really not. It's really not. And for grown men that don't deal with men like that, like a traditional man, I don't know what you new age outfit. I don't know if y'all hugging and stuff and holding hands. I don't know what y'all be doing, man. Really, y'all be too broing it, smiling too hard in each other's faces. I don't know what's going. Showing too much teeth to each other. I don't know what's going on, right? But from what I see with these dudes online, a bunch of insecure clowns. They have to click up together to feel tough. And then whenever someone calls them out, why? If you're such an alpha, you need a group. Oh, well, everybody knows that rich people need a network. Yeah, with real people, once they get there and they vet them, not clicking up with other people with followings and building. What the hell? What the hell? You don't know that dude. You don't know what he's really up to. You wait till you get there at the top with people that are already there, and then you vet them, right? Because they ain't got nothing to compete with you for because they're already there. So you can exchange ideas. You be telling people to click up with people and work your way. No, you don't know what these dudes' agendas are. You're a grown-ass man. You're a grown-ass man. You should be able to build from scratch by yourself without being scared and needing an entourage. I just want y'all to know when y'all get online and y'all be talking this babble nonsense, there are people that are listening that, have a little bit of intelligence, and you sound stupid. Just say you're a coward, bro. Like, just say that you don't have it in you to do it by yourself, right? I'm seeing this recently with a bunch of these guys, and a lot of these red pill guys just be looking for different things to be a contrarian. But I'm seeing enough of them say this to where it needs to be addressed. You're an idiot. You're a coward, and you need a man to hold your hand along your journey. I don't need no man to hold my hand. I rock with God, and I believe, I know that everything's going to be taken care of. Whereas y'all got to click up, hold hands, and whenever you need emotional support, you got other males there. Nah, bro, I ain't that. I don't want to hear no more of this stupid ass shit. You got to team up. You're saying that out of insecurity, dumbass. It'd be different if you were the kind of red pillar that made it to the top by yourself and then you said that. But if you've had your brother with you or other people with you the whole time, of course you're going to try to make it seem tough. Yeah, you got to have no, my boy. If you did it alone, you get more credibility. If you're doing it with a group, just say you did it with a group. It was a gang of you. It took all of y'all together to get where you're at. Well, pat each other on the back, and then you guys go and hit the sauna together or some shit, right? But some of us aren't that, you know what I'm saying? Hey, yeah, I got you. I'll put your comment up. Same comment you put in there last night. But you guys hit the like button. But just pat each other on the back and hit the sauna and go on a date or whatever you guys need to do. But trying to legitimize needing to click up like a gang to get somewhere in life, I am sorry, but that is not the way to be, man. You can't even trust people like that. Like, I guess if it's your brother to a certain extent, man. I don't really get along with my brother like that. But, you know what I'm saying? Maybe people are closer, and I don't know. But to me, if you're ganging up to get where you need to go, and then you're trying to make it seem like that's normal, I just want you to admit what it is. You need help, and you needed help. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. But stop getting envious of the guys like me that are getting it out the mud by ourselves and then wanting to throw shade. You're not throwing shade, you idiot alpha goofball. You people are in your late 40s, 50s, and some of you 60s, still insecure, still feeling like you need to compete with. See, this is what happens when you do that kind of stuff, when you network with other guys and you're competing with them all the time. When you run out of competition with them, you look for it from somebody else. So then you just put yourself in secret competitions with other men, and you're still doing it through your 40s, 50s, and 60s. No growth. To be in your 40s or 50s and start putting yourself on human growth hormone or steroids is a massive sign of insecurity. You're not going to go and do any bodybuilding competitions. You shouldn't need all of that. You're lazy as well. You should be putting in that hard work at your old age, trying to get that body a little bit more up to speed, but you want to be lazy with the look. You want to put in less workout time and recover faster so you can go ahead and get that aesthetic. You're fake as hell. All of y'all are fake as hell. Listen, don't call me a red pillar. Don't conflate me with any of those alpha dudes. They're old, they're stuck in their ways, and they are not the kind of people that can be trusted, that you can actually build with. If you're an intelligent person, I don't care who they swindled out of money. You know, y'all be like, well, I'm a millionaire. My 14-year-old son, as well spoken as he is, and as handsome as he is, and as long as his hair is, I guarantee you I could put him on YouTube and that boy would rack in the subscribers. Teenagers are becoming millionaires on YouTube. You're not saying nothing. Now, saying something would show us that you were an alpha male in real life, leading by example by yourself. No men holding your hand. Exact reason why you always got something to say about a Sigma male, the lone wolf. You always got something to say. You got these guys like Rollo Tomasi, roided up. Oh, the Sigma male. Shut the hell up, dude. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. You old ass dudes ain't gonna do a damn thing. Shut the fuck up. Get online whining all the time, bro. Talking all that stuff, man. You need not worry about anyone that don't identify as an alpha male. Stay in your lane, geezer. Y'all talk too much. You really ain't about that life. You're really a bunch of nerds. Let's call it what it is. You're a bunch of nerds that know how to be observational spirits, aka monitoring spirits. You idiots just go around gathering random information and then putting it together in this I don't know, man, in this weird ass way to where you think you're saying something more unique than other guys online saying the exact same shit. You're all saying the same stuff, and you're in this vacuum and echo chamber, and you're all trying to be the next Kevin Samuels. Hang it up. It's done. He has already cleared that field out. If any of you had it in you to be him, you'd have already stepped up to the plate. Let it go. Stop competing with each other. Stop trying to be the next Godfather. Stop trying to claim that you were the Godfather. You dudes, if you would chill out a little bit and you would calm down with the competition, maybe you would get off these government lists that y'all keep ending up on. And also, since you're so radical, you're ending up probably putting a lot of us on surveillance because of the way that you're speaking online anyway. You know what I mean? So they're able to make this weird ass whatever team they have going on, and then go after anybody that's speaking the way that y'all do, when a lot of us aren't as radical and haven't been doing it as long and whining online as long as you guys have. Right? I've been doing it for just a couple of years, and I'm already like trying to make sure that I'm putting plenty of self-improvement in there. I can't sit online and just whine about dating and women, and there's something wrong with you, man. There's something wrong with you. You're not bringing enough self-improvement. You're not talking about it. You're not showing people that you're in the gym. You know, some of y'all are fake walking, but as you're wheezing, as you're trying to make your videos, I don't really think that you're about that life. You know what I'm saying? So I just wanted to get on here. I don't like you women calling me a red pillar. I'm not that, dude. Like, go watch real red pillars and then come back to my channel and tell me that I move like those dudes. And if you do say that I do, I'll call you a damn lie. And you know what I'm saying? You can go about your way, but I don't move like them. I'm not insecure like that. I don't compare myself to other men. I'm not over here trying to portray myself as some big tough guy. And if I go back, or you go back and look at me a couple of years ago. I looked like a doggone IT help desk support nerd. No, man, bro, come on, man. I can't get with that stuff. They're trying to sell an image. I'm trying to show men, the right way to go about living life, man, so you can be blessed. It's two different things. It's two different things. So, again, ladies, and if you want to sit there and just call and put us all in the same batch, you can do that. But if you watch some actual red pillars like that Rollo Tomasi guy, and there's other guys, and now I can't remember these goofies' names, man, like Alan, other dudes. If you go to that Rollo guy, he'll have all these nerds on his podcast. And if you're gonna sit there and say that I'm doing the same thing that they're doing, come on, man. Come on, man. Come on now. Don't even do that with yourselves. Okay? So, this video will probably get flagged because I mentioned that dude's name, but I don't have no other frame of reference. I don't remember their names like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't really know their names. The ones that haven't been kicked off the internet already. You know what I'm saying? So I'm telling you, like don't even, not even in the same box or nothing. We're two different niches. We're two different niches. And I'm going to do my best to show that. Better not can tell you, but those are men's masculine men self-improvement and red pill are two different niches. We don't even like each other. I don't compete with them, but I do not like them. I don't like idiots that copy other people and get insecure about other people's titles and position. I don't roll like that. An insecure male is a very dangerous man. I don't have no time for none of that kind of insecurity. They be projecting outwardly. I don't like none of that kind of stuff. They be old as hell too. To be older than me and be talking the way they talk, I already know. Ain't no hope for them, bro. Because I'm 40 and I'm like, nah, I gotta do better. I can talk better. I can, I done grown in a little short period of time. If they ain't grown, they're never going to grow. They're really those kind of burnt, broken people that they be talking about, and I don't want to be associated with that. So I'm putting I'm drawing the line in the sand right now. And if any of you red pill dudes, anyway, let's be real. If you ever watch my channel, you're just stealing content. You don't support nothing. You know what I mean? You just steal ideas. You don't support nothing. You come over here, steal ideas. Or I'll say something and make one of you ugly dudes feel some type of way. And then you just want to talk about your money on your channel with a bunch of bimbos around you. You know what I'm saying? To make yourself feel better. I can't deal with people like that. You need people to make you feel better. You need other men and women to make, that's a very insecure person. That's a very insecure person. You need other people's validation to make you feel like you're somebody. I don't need anyone's validation. I don't even like you people coming over stealing ideas. You know what I mean? I don't kiss your ass about none of that stuff. You red pill dudes be stealing my ideas, man. So I have no sympathy for you, empathy for you whatsoever. And I'm hoping that people want an authentic people. All this red pill going too far stuff, I hope y'all get buried in the algorithm and never come back. Just like the women that go too far talking about all men are trash. Both of y'all need to be buried because you're too far to the right and the women are too far to the left. So, you know what I mean? Nah. You don't come up with solutions. You just keep babbling online all the time, getting more and more insecure as you get older. So, don't conflate me with those people. Like I said, I'm on a men's self-improvement type of movement thing. I'm trying to grow with you guys like y'all are growing. So I'm not going to be as spiteful or have as much venom whenever I watch reaction videos. And I'm not going to be doing reaction videos as my only source of spreading content. I'm trying to give you guys plenty of content where we're talking a little bit more spiritual, not too much, because my haters watch me and I ain't giving away any more free information. But being outside, making sure you guys get back out in nature, stuff like that, right? And how to also get over things. And sometimes you just don't have nobody to support you and you have to do it alone. And I'm more so helping those kind of guys as opposed to the ones that might have a network system or guys that they work their way up there with. But a lot of guys, again, don't necessarily want to have a bunch of men around them. Like, I don't like men like that. I don't like men like that. I don't need a bunch of niggas around. Like, I just don't like dudes like that. I don't like I don't like niggas like breathing and being around and just lingering and thinking too much. And I don't need that, man. I don't need that. I need women around, and the only thing they really thinking about maybe is, you know, what women think about, what they can get out of you or whatever. But you don't never know what a dude is thinking about, bro. You never know. These dudes be trying to stab you. You never know. You never know. So again, that's cool and everything for those that love to be around dudes and have a bunch of dude friends, and y'all go out and do dude activities, and you go on dude vacations and all that kind of stuff. But some of us don't be hanging out with dudes like that, bro. So when you're saying, oh, you got to network together to really make it, well, maybe there has to be a few people that's going to make it without networking with a bunch of randos to ride their waves to get to the top. Maybe you have to see a couple guys like me make it to the top and be like, well, King David made it without a entourage of niggas that he barely knew. All this, they're using what other rich people say, but they're not giving it any nuance. It's just, oh, you're not gonna make it unless you get a group of people. You can't do it by yourself. And you ain't never by yourself when you got the Most High God. Just because they don't believe in God and they believe in man and they believe that they need man to get them where they need to go, don't mean you got to go down that route, right? It might seem like it's impossible, or it might seem like it's not done until you do it, and then you be the pioneer of it. But you got to be careful out here, man. You want to attach yourselves to names of people that might end up, getting taken down for some BS. You don't want no part of that. So again, there are red pillars, and then there's guys out here that are trying to push more for men's improvement. Now, I'm not a panderer. I'm not out here pandering to women, panhandling women, and just telling what they want to hear. Or I don't want to get women upset. I'm still going to tell women like it is, the same way I'm telling these dudes like it is right now. That's just what it is. But there don't need to be just one categorization of people that are putting out truth. It don't need to be this red pill. Come on, man. Give us a little bit more leeway than that. Truth teller or something like that. I'll take any title with that. I don't give a damn what you call me. Just don't call me that. Okay? I have more nuance than that. I have more levels than that. I'm not some red pillar. I might be what some consider red pilled, but that just means that the veil is lifted and I can see, not just with dating, right, and women's BS, but all BS, government BS, women BS, just can see past all kind of stuff. So, it's more of a spiritual thing than just a heightened awareness that these guys, these red pill guys, they're too three-dimensional for me, bro. Like I'm more spirit in the spiritual side of things. I know that things start in the spiritual realm before they get here. So they're already 10 steps behind by only worrying about the physical realm. They only worry about the physical realm and everything in the realm. And so spiritually, they're blind. They're literally blind. They have no spiritual protection. They don't know nothing spiritually. That's why they have these dumbass things happen to them, right? They're so concerned about their image and coming off tough in the 3D. They're not worried about how they appear spiritually. And a lot of them get attacked by witches and stuff and don't even know how to defend themselves. End up crashing out or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Getting some root work put on them and not even know how to get out of that. I done had all kind of witches do stuff, bro, especially in 2023. And I had to psychologically break it down, figure out, what's going on. These people they don't have none of that. So let them, be the rulers of the 3D realm and trying to be the best guy out there. But some of us are trying to go for something a little bit deeper than that. We're trying to ascend. So let's not do that. Okay. Just putting it out there. I want to make sure that the ladies know this video will probably get flagged. So I probably won't be able to monetize it. So it's not gonna get too many views unless you're subscribed and you're going to check it out. But because once you mention certain dudes' names, like when I mentioned that dude's name or had him, that Rolo dude's name, or had him one of my reaction videos, got flagged automatically. Automatically got flagged. You know what I'm saying? So again, two different groups of men. I'm on my own little thing here, and please don't box, because I don't even want them thinking I'm trying to be in that red pill niche. I don't even want those junkyard dogs coming over in my direction. I'm a wolf. I'm minding my business. But if you bring it over here, I will destroy your entire community. I swear on everything. I'll destroy the entire red pill community. I'll destroy the entire thing. I'll just bring up how stupid you sound, and I'll bring up how none of you people are really causing any solutions, and you're just milking everyone with your stupid ass courses and shit like that. Right? I'll destroy the whole thing. Stay away from me over here. I'm minding my business. Don't throw no more shade in my direction. I know you think you're bulletproof, but you really haven't been attacked by the right person yet that knows how to articulate themselves better than you do. Okay? And don't care what you say or what you do. You ain't going to do nothing, and you damn sure ain't going to do nothing in real life. Okay? Except collect your Social Security checks. Anyway, appreciate y'all. Make sure you subscribe, join the tribe. And I take on all challenges. I want all the smoke. Run your mouth if you want to.
In this game, you gotta have that dog in you.
Made in America.